Let's get warm, see if we can get rid of the stiffness that you're complaining to yourself about, which really, you're the only one who cares about. Flex and extend through the spine, but don't worry, we're gonna help that. Feel that back extending fully and then back extending or flexing fully, but don't push it. You wanna feel that extension, feel that end range, and then come back the other way. Then one hand behind the head, rotate, 4, 3, 2, 1, switching sides. Also, give yourself a good circumference around you for this warm-up. We've got a couple different kicks we're going to be doing. Scorpions and iron crosses. 3, 2, and 1. Hands under the shoulders, knees under the hips. Drop the hips to one side. Look over the opposite shoulder. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And now lying on your back. So the iron cross, arms are out to the side. Be gentle with this one to start. Okay, first thing in the morning, you don't have the same range of motion. So the goal is to get that foot towards the hand, but not right away. As I kick, the other shoulder stays on the ground, the other leg stays straight. So you want to create a little bit of tension. A lot of the time, we're doing this back stretch from the shoulder. So we're rotating the hand overhead. Leg is heavier, has more control over what the spine does. So just be mindful of that. I'm increasing the range of motion. Foot is now up to the hands. Feeling that rotation through the spine and the hamstrings. Last 2, 1. Okay, now we're gonna flip over. Scorpion. Similar idea here. Did this in yesterday's stretch. So nice and easy as you move the foot. Just tap the toe on the ground on the other side. Don't worry about that foot touching the hand, but you want to try and keep both shoulders down on the ground. The other one come up a little bit, but aim to keep that down. Keep the other leg down, and then look up to the ceiling, opposite direction that you're kicking. Gradually increase your range of motion for another 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. All right, foot forwards, knee down, loosen up. So 4 squats, working on creating some space through the hips. 2, 1, we're gonna keep building on this. Arm comes back, thumb, back, palm, up. 3, 2, get a little bit deeper each one. 1, now forwards, reach up, and sweep. So follow that same sequence, forwards, reach up, sweep. If you want to break it down into 1, 2, and then 3. Once you get used to that motion, make it flow a little bit more, and 5. Foot out to the side, into the groin. So now I want to be sinking directly to the side, feeling that stretch through the groin. 3, 2, 1. We're going to go hamstring. So foot flat, then on the heel. Foot flat, on the heel. 4, 3, 2, 1, on the other side. And this first part, calibrating here, finding that space between the front foot, back knee, 2, 1. Now let's get the arm into it. Really try to extend. It's not just about throwing that arm back. Get that arm back and up. Increase that tension through that whole fascial line. So coming right down to the hip, 2 and 1. Now we're going to sweep, reach, even more fascial line stretch, and then release. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Foot out to the side, into the groin. 4, 3, switch those arms up, Chris. 2, and 1. Let's go into the hamstring. Straighten up the leg and forwards. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Standing up, shoulders rotate in and back. Think about those palms pointing up and then pointing up again across. You want to rotate those shoulders. It's not going to be quite 360 degrees. Rotate as much as you can. 3, 2, 1, and then circles. Palms facing each other, thumbs back. Get up as high as you can and then open up. We're going to gradually increase the speed, but work on this range of motion before worrying about how fast you go. And then pay attention to your rib cage. You don't want to flare. You want to keep that rib cage down as you reach back with the shoulder. 4. You can speed up a little bit if you can control it. 2, 1. Arms overhead, palms forwards, hinge, pull the elbows down to the hips, and then overhead. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Last one. Good. Palm up on one side, palm down the other side. Reach your chin to the side the palm is up and rotate on the other side. Really try to stretch out through the neck, tops of the shoulders. 8, 7, 6, 5, 2, and 1. Good. Squatting. Get your feet screwed into the floor. So I want you to focus on this, especially when we get in the last part of today's workout. Screw those feet in the floor. This can get your knees out over top of the pinky toes. Make sure you've got good width. If you feel like when you're screwing your feet in the floor, the big toes come off the ground, move your feet out just a little bit wider. Okay, but you don't want to be too wide. So we want to find that distance. And in these squats, I want you to focus on keeping tension through the hips. As you lower yourself down, screw the feet into the floor. 4, find that tension. 3, knees are out over the toes. 2, and the last one, down at the bottom, sink down. Use your elbows, pry the knees open. Reach up, one arm, reach up, other arm. 8, 7, 6. Always re-pry, so get those elbows back inside the knees and set, and then on the other side. 4, 3, 2, 1. Standing up. Okay, reverse lunge. We're going to be moving this into a hinge, so paying attention to how much tension you're putting in through the hips by bending the knee. Okay, notice how my chest comes over top of the knee. Okay, but I'm keeping all that weight in the front foot, not pushing off the back foot. 2 more here. 2, 1. Now we're going to go into the hinge. Try to keep that same tempo. Come up, switch legs, hinge. Same tempo, switch legs. Two, 1, and good. Walking out, hinge, hands forwards, scap, I should say windmill, windmill, scat push-up. 2, 1, 2, full push-up, walk back up. 2 more. Hinge, walk out, windmill, screw the shoulder in the socket, windmill, scap, scap, and push up. Just like we were doing with the feet, screwing into the floor, screw your hands into the floor. So as I windmill, I'm screwing that hand into the floor, screw the other hand into the floor. Scat push-ups, screw those hands outwards in the floor. 1, 2, and for the push-up, screw those hands in the floor. Good. Warm.